finally managed to set up a second monitor. I just heard it was kind of a thing to do. It's quite cool because now I can look at chats and shit. Not that I've had any chats yet, but I can kind of see if I've got any streamers on one side. I don't have to look at it on my phone, and then look at, the screen and what's being played on the other side without having to look down at my phone, which is quite cool, I thought. This is going to be, I haven't seen this yet. I just saw this. Apparently it was uploaded like 5 hours ago and it looked quite entertaining. Destiny is apparently gets into a very fucking heated thing with CTV, and Dylan, I think he might get kicked off. I don't know. I just read the description and it says he might get at CTV gets kicked off, and it looks like Dylan is gonna struggle. Dylan is gonna struggle to keep things on an even kill, and it looks like Destiny might be instigating a shitload of it. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I don't know. Let's just watch it together and see what the fuck happens, and let's see how much we enjoy it together. I just want to check that everything. So yeah, let's get going. Let's see what we can see.
Most of the truckers still support them.
Because this is America, all right?
There we go.
Wait, I thought we were talking about Canada.
Well, we are talking about Canada, but you want to talk about...
That's what you
No, we're not. Wait, no, you can't.
She was
scheming. You can say scheming, you just can't say that. Because I'm gonna have to. No,
woman, you scheming little woman.
Stop! No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
He's unhinged. Look at him. Look at what happened.
You can't do that.
You shit on women, and then you know what comes next, and you beat women. CTV. That's
No,
what happens when you're on drugs. Cage match. Are we doing that here?
No, we're not doing that here.
Exactly. It's all pink.
What just happened? What happened? Why is he? Who removed him?
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The Hippy Dippy Championship main event. First up is your challenger. He is the leader of the notorious Wolfpack. He is widely recognized as the People's Champion. He's a veteran of the HDC ring. That's CTV, the critically thinking veteran.
I've seen him in a lot of panels. Doesn't say anything really smart. Jesus Christ. The Hippy Dippy Championship match.
And introducing the... He is a Twitch and streaming veteran, the Hot Take King. He lost his partnership now. Will he lose the belt? Surely not, because it is the icon, Destiny.
Delved into it.
Do you agree that there's no such thing as racism, sexism, homophobism, Islamophobism,
What is
terrorism, white supremacism, and all the other isms? Destiny, that's our
Hello, how are you two doing today?
I'm doing great, Dylan. How are you doing?
Happy to have you here. Do you have a camera by chance?
I one today just for you.
Wonderful. I appreciate that. Welcome. We've been waiting for this moment for quite a while now. This is the HDC Championship match between Destiny and CTV. So, tonight's topics are interesting because they're going to be short bursts. We're going to be testing the energy of our two people today. And we kind of kept the topics away for a while because it was kind of difficult to decide on topics for such two titans like these two. The first topic is going to be the trucker protests, and the second one is going to be the drug war. That is what we're going to go into. If one lasts too long, then maybe we'll drop the second, but that's the current plan. I want to wish you both good luck, and I'll give you both basically just a short 1 minute period to say your statements like on the topic. We're going to start with the trucker protest, and I'm going to start with Destiny.
Trucker protest is big cringe. I don't even think they started off with popular support. They don't actually even know what the fuck they're protesting at this point. I think they should all go home. I hope Trudeau freezes their bank accounts and steals other shit. Yeah. Okay.
Now we're going to throw it over to CTV, who is muted and is still muted. There we go.
Motherfucking Discord working against the people's champion. I'm not surprised when Destiny, you ignorant slut, I can't believe you would even dare go against the fucking Canadian truckers whenever it's obvious to me that the only problem here is Trudeau's lack of release of the COVID mandates against the American or against the Canadian people, rather, in this instance. The only way in which you would even have a close fucking point of argument would be if, and I do mean fucking if, Destiny, and this is also being said with, like, you know what, a manner of respect, Destiny, because I actually do like you, but the fact of the matter is, Destiny, Trudeau does not want to relinquish his motherfucking totalitarian control over the Canadian people, and the truckers have fucking spoken. We have populist support. We haven't lost populist support. As a matter of fact, the support's been coming from other fucking people across all nations in the fucking world against Trudeau and his COVID mandates. The only argument that you can have is whether or not you think that the COVID mandates should actually still be in place, which I think, what is it now? Almost 2 years into this thing? I think we can both agree that any type of mandate that would be implemented by any government would be a complete waste of fucking time at this point, and that any motherfucking thing with regard to COVID is an understanding that the COVID is going to go where it is going to go. People are going to catch it. Vaccines, while I don't oppose, if people want to go get their fucking vaccines, let them go get their fucking vaccines. But there's no reason for the Canadian government to be imposing these mandates on the people. And that's what the people's champion feels. Let's go.
Okay. I do want to inform the audience that CTV has been drinking the tiniest bit before today's event, but that's just his special sauce he needs to go head to head with people, okay?
Well, I just want to point out that we've only had 1.5 what I call shine mugs, right? We're still working on the other half here, and it's a shine mug specifically because some people might call it a coffee mug, but as it is similar but not the same, right? You can understand that it's in fact a shine mug and not a coffee mug. Go ahead.
Now you're open to go back and forth, Destiny.
Yeah, so even truckers en masse don't support the protests. The CTA, the Canadian Trucker Alliance, literally said they don't support the protests. At the height of the protest, there were only like 8,000 people there. There's a lot more than 8,000 people in Canada. If you want to know the population, you can Google it. The mandates themselves were popularly supported in Canada. They still are. They're also enforced in the U.S. border, and they will remain enforced at the U.S. border, so it doesn't even really matter what they protest in Canada about it, which is why this whole protest was stupid in the first place, which is why they changed their aims to like random shit like getting rid of Trudeau in office, etc., etc. I don't know, man. Nobody supports it. Nobody likes it. It's just a bunch of losers with fucking trucks honking their horns because they're bored. They got nothing else to do. They're jealous that other people in the world are getting more attention than them. That's all I got.
Wait, so you don't think that it's a problem whenever the Canadian government is first saying that these truckers are the heroes of the fucking people, keeping their goods and supplies fucking moving, and then whenever the government decides, oh, we're going to start forcing these people to stick needles in their arms whenever they were the people that were actually braving this thing to begin with, are the ones that are now being forced at the stroke of a fucking pen, right, to say that all of a sudden that they're not heroes and that they deserve to have their civil rights taken from them? You think that right there is a moment where the people need to capitulate to the government instead of the people, or the government capitulating to the people? Because the fact of the matter is that if it wasn't for Justin Trudeau's holding to the COVID mandates, as I said to begin with, right, then there wouldn't even be a fucking argument. As a matter of fact, it could even be said that your boy fucking Biden, right, is helping to push this shit, whenever the fact of the matter is that COVID is going to go where it's going to go, regardless of what people decide to do.
I don't know what we're talking. I don't know what you're talking about right now. I don't know why you're rambling to 15 different topics.
Asking fucking questions.
Here's a really simple yes or no question. You're really simple yes or no question. Do the majority of the Canadian people still support the vaccine mandates at the border?
I wish I had like a big magic marker, and I could take off his hat and just triggered on his forehead. I also don't know where he's going with all of this. Like, it all fell to shit when they said in like America, you've got to have the vaccine to come in across the border here as well. Like, what were they protesting at that point as well? They couldn't go in there without a vaccine either. Like, so what are they still protesting?
Majority?
Yes.
No.
Yes, they do. They do. You're just wrong.
Did you
majority do.
fucking Canadian for your fucking stat? Because if you didn't, then you didn't get an accurate count as to whether or not all Canadian people fucking support this. So don't even
I didn't say all Canadian. I didn't say all. Wait, then how do you know that all of them don't support it if you don't have the fucking stats?
How do you know that they all do support it?
Because when you look at all the polling, because that's why only 8,000 people showed up.
Look, you may be used to overrunning over the motherfuckers, but you ain't gonna overrun me, right? So the fact of the matter is unless you polled every fucking Canadian, and that would include the ones in the provinces, of which a few are a part of my community specifically that I talk to on a regular basis, they support the mandates going back to the provinces and not being held by Justin Trudeau at their federal government level. So that right there is the fact of the matter. Unless you have a stat that supports that, that is pulled by every
Wait, Destiny. TTV, your mic is peaking ever so slightly.
I think CTV's experience in life is speaking right now. I think that's what we're hearing.
Destiny, continue.
Yeah, I mean, the pro-lockdown people have won and continue to win elections. They enjoy popular support for the people. Like, I mean, you can get 8,000 honky boys on the street to go and, like, throw a temper tantrum. It doesn't mean that they have popular support. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like,
except you don't have a stat to back up what you're saying. And what
I have the elections, in the Canadian elections.
Hello? When were the last elections in Canada?
I don't know, a couple years ago?
You don't know a couple years ago, right? I tell you what we do have, what was her name? Look, there was a lady in the Canadian Parliament. I can't remember her name for right now, but the fact of the matter is, she pulled up tweets from 4 fucking years ago where Justin Trudeau said, "Oh, I support the fucking truckers. Let's fucking go. These are the guys keeping the economy running." And then all of a sudden, the stroke of the fucking pen, these are the guys that are the fucking bad guy. Wherever these are the fucking guys, and even truckers
most
that
of the
do
truckers
not
still support.
Back up. Wait. CTV, can you back up slightly from the mic, just slightly?
Most of the truckers still support the mandates. Your last set of elections was on September of last year. Okay, it's like a few months ago. All right, this idea that you guys have popular support is just not true. I'm sorry. If you did, you'd have more than 8,000 people showing up to your fucking protest.
Okay, so fact of the matter is, right, is the elections weren't in September, right? Considering what it is that I said, right? The Twitter post that I was talking about when Justin Trudeau said that, like, he supports the truckers and this, and that, and the other, and then, like, now today he comes out, he wants to compare them to Nazis, right? Because there was one fringe motherfucker with a Nazi flag, or one fringe motherfucker out there with a Confederate flag, and wants to start waving the shit, and they start saying that shit out in the halls of fucking Canadian Parliament.
Yeah,
that's the fucking problem.
Truckers
That's the fucking problem specifically, right? So then when we get to the argument when it comes to, like, the majority of Canadians, right, actually supporting this argument, that's when we have a specific problem.
Actually,
we have not only truckers that have been
been
non-vaccinated, but truckers that have been vaccinated that also say, hey, look, hey, I'm
nationalist
not
white
for
supremacist
government
Canada, like,
mandated vaccines. That's the only way that your argument has any kind of weight, is if you indeed think that the mandates supported by Justin Trudeau and the Canadian government are actually something that needs to continue moving forward, which then I would end we end up having a whole different conversation, which I have no problem going into. But it's that argument specifically that you are pushed back into the corner of, because I feel like Justin
You're going
Trudeau.
like 15 different places. The reality is that if you support the truckers, you support the mandates, because the truckers en masse support the mandates. Like, that's it. It's as simple as that. The people support the mandates, and the truckers support the mandates. That's why the Trucker Alliance supports the mandates. That's why only 8,000 people showed up. Whatever fantastic polling data you want to pull out, the fact that 8,000 people showed up to a fucking protest or whatever doesn't mean jack shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They,
So how much?
they lost all their elections. They don't have popular support in literally any polling. Like, nobody cares about their shit. That's why there are only a few of them. That's why they fucking went home. That's why they're a bunch of fucking losers and people were taking pictures of them and laughing out on the fucking street. And that's why when people talk about the heroes of the trucking industry, they're not talking about the 8,000 people that showed up to cry and whine because they were fucking bored for a weekend.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason why the conversation with the truckers started is because Vladimir Putin had some different, ideas on the world stage. So we're not going to go ahead and bring that into the conversation because that's not the scope of the conversation, right?
Wait,
so the fact of the matter is the fucking truckers are still there. They don't give a fuck about Justin Trudeau and his fucking mandates, and they don't give a right about anything the Canadian government does. The fact of the matter is this is a movement of, by, and for the fucking people, and we have people that are not only non-vaccinated but vaccinated that are supporting this fucking movement. And this right here couldn't be more than a communist fucking utopia when it comes of a workers' rights pushing back against the established government of a fucking land and them actually being listened to. This is the type of shit that the fucking left has wet dreams about.
CTV?
Yet,
I want to make sure Destiny has some time to respond.
I don't even know what I'm responding to. There's
I'll
like
tell you what, I'm gonna go take a piss, right? Because that's how important I think his arguments have been made so far. So Destiny, you got a couple of minutes to make something rational. Let's go.
CTV. Yeah, go ahead. What the hell is going on?
Can you still hear me?
Yes, I believe so.
So, I don't know where Putin got brought into this from, or what. I don't even know what to respond to. He got me on this topic, I guess. If he screams enough, I think.
I mean, it was so clear.
It was crystal clear.
It was.
How unprepared I was for this level of energy.
What about communism?
What about?
You know, it's quite funny. I don't know if anyone I really love Bill Burr. Bill Burr describes, when people get into that sort of hamster wheel level energy that you just can't deal with it. This works on hamster wheel level energy with 16 Red Bulls and meth, flacker, and what's that stuff? NO explode or something like that.
Communism, man. Trudeau obviously stands for it, and the truckers don't. Truckers are proud. The Canadian truckers are proud Americans that don't do no communism, okay?
No communism in Canada.
What about the fact that this is authoritarian?
Well, I mean, it's definitely that as well.
You know what, Destiny? I'm not surprised that you ended up agreeing with me, okay? I mean, let's be honest, right? I only make the best fucking arguments here on Twitch. I mean, that's just how it is, right? So you agreeing with me only lets me know, right, that I have the correct take and that you're going to correct your take moving forward, right? The people that are actually fighting against the government mandates in Canada have a justified means to do so because they are fighting back against government mandated vaccines and other mandates that end up affecting their daily lives. And these are the people specifically that when the pandemic was new to the people, they were the ones that were chosen and specifically pointed out to be essential workers of the economy to keep things moving forward. And these people were revered as heroes during this time. And then at the moment of the stroke of a pen, right, by Justin Trudeau's government, they became the evil of the government. And it was that specifically that pissed these hard-working people, right? The ones that keep your fucking Walmart shelf stocked, the ones that keep your Target shelf stocked, the ones that keep your motherfucking Best Buy, PetSmart, any other motherfucking store that you want to name stocked so that you can go down there and buy your motherfucking 12-inch dildo for your fucking loved one. I don't know, dude. Like whatever it is that you're buying, right?
Why do you want these people to die? Why do you want them to die, CTV?
What do you
They
mean?
just want to be
why do I
protected. They just want to be safe from the coronavirus, and you
What do
seem
you
to
mean?
not care. All of them are like, "Hey, people should be vaccinated. People should have to
Yeah, we
get
wanna
PCR
keep
tests when they go to the
everyone
border.
safe. We
Why
don't
don't you
want
care
to
about
I
that?"
don't think that's the
And that's what
heroes.
they want.
We
That's
don't-
what
we
they're
don't want your
saying. They're
heroes
like,
to
"Yo,
die.
like this is crazy. Like we just want to
CTV,
have
for
mandates
fuck's
for this.
sake.
That's what they all ask for. That's why they vote for it. That's why they all support it. That's why none of them show up to these dumbass protests. Why? But you're like, fuck you guys. I think that if I want to go and have people infect them and get them all killed, then I should be able to do so. Don't you think it's a little bit fucked up?
I'm not
Don't you think
thinking
it's a little
that's.
bit fucked up?
No, I don't think that's the
Do you want to
energy.
kill? Do you want to kill Canadian truckers? I want you to tell me that. Do you want them to die from the coronavirus?
Yeah, I don't think that's the energy.
Wait,
that the-
what was that? I don't. What'd you say?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I don't I don't remind repeating myself because I'm trying to be respectful at the same time.
Oh,
See,
yeah?
last time we talked, right? I
What
remember
kind of
we
light
said,
beer are
right,
you drinking tonight?
Hello,
What'd you get drunk
respect.
off of?
actually what we're drinking,
off your
since you
sunglasses,
asked, right,
yeah.
is we're
Sitting
drinking
inside.
Old Smoky's
Uh-huh.
apple pie moonshine, right? We
Yeah.
got it right here in the cappuccino mug. You see that? Are you looking at the camera?
Yep, I see it.
Okay.
You
so
ain't
this
no
is a
Rocky
cappuccino
Balboa,
mug, right? Because
you
it's
motherfucker.
normally a coffee mug, but it's similar, but not the same. Okay. You see how that's?
Okay.
You see how
I
that's?
gotcha. I
That's a
see.
coffee mug.
Okay,
You
as
didn't
long
tell
as
me
you're
you were drinking
Wait,
soda,
guys,
so it's
guys,
kinda light
bring
beer,
it
but that's
back.
okay, okay.
Look, we were having a very polite discussion up to this point. Can we bring it back to the topic at hand?
Yeah, we were having a polite discussion.
Yeah,
so
why does CTV want to kill Canadian
Destiny
truckers?
just trolled the
That's
fuck
what I'm trying to figure out.
Let's see. Why do I want to kill Canadian truckers
Yeah.
because of the coronavirus?
Why don't you want
Destiny,
them to be
what makes you
protected?
think that each one of those people that are participating in those debates didn't make their own decision? Do you think that people are somehow robbed of their free will all of a sudden because the government just has a decision about a thing?
Do you think you should be allowed to shit your pants in a supermarket? Do you think you should have the free will to do that? And then-
Yeah, if I decide that I want to shit my pants in the middle of a fucking supermarket, I'll fucking shit my pants in the middle of a fucking supermarket. You know why? Because this is America, all right?
Wait, I thought we were talking about Canada.
Oh, we are talking about Canada, but you
You
want
think
to
they
talk
will-
about
so that's what you want.
shitting in a
So what
fucking
you want is- okay.
supermarket.
Rules are
That's what
different in
you want.
Canada,
If
bruh.
I want to do it,
Rules are
I'll
different.
fucking do it.
Then God
They're more
damn it, that's
civilized.
your right to do so.
You're
You wanna if
fucking
you wanna
right
have
it
a
is.
society full of pants shitters, then you know what? That's on you, man.
Fact of the matter is, Destiny, right, is that while you may cling to that type of governmental control, I have more
Okay, before we go any further, there is just something I want to say. And I'm going to say it again on other streams because at the moment there's only one person watching. Whoever you are, hello, thank you for watching. I don't know if you're a bot or who you are. I'm going to check something and if this makes my view go away, it means I was watching my view. I was the one watching my stream the entire time. But no, the viewer continues to be there. Whoever you are, hello, fucking brew, brew is like a term for brother in South Africa, so, or brother, sister, whoever the fuck you are. Thanks for watching. If you're a bot, you're a fucking awesome robot. I'm just gonna say this, like, you elect governments, and they are duly elected governments, and you are giving them the fucking power to make these sorts of, like, hold up. Sorry, hold up. Excuse me. You're giving them, they have the decision-making power to make these sort of emergency high-level decisions for the good of society, right? At the expense of the people. Now, when we look as a comparison, right? People are sort of going on and on about, well, it's my body, and I want to do with my body what I want to do, and blah, 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 blah. But if we look back at sort of times of war, draft systems, America still has the draft system on the books, right? You can still, if America had to go into a World War III scenario, America could tomorrow initiate another draft. And people still have to sign up in forms and stuff. If you don't sign up, you can lose stuff like social security and shit down. I think there's something to that effect. I looked it up not too long ago. Like later in life, like that, or benefits later in life. If you don't sign up for that sort of shit, if you don't say that you would be eligible for a draft during a wartime or whatever. Like in that situation, the government is taking full bodily autonomy of you. They are sending you into a war, right? World War One draft, World War Two draft, Vietnam, what was Korean War draft, Vietnam draft. All of these things, Americans were drafted. Yeah, it was men. I wonder now if it would be women as well, because of equality. But I know what 0.11 means. It doesn't matter. But so you are essentially signing your body over to the American military. I think it's the army that gets you in the draft. I don't know if it's the Marines or the Navy or whatever. I mean, you're sent wherever the fuck you're sent at the end of the day, right? In most of these situations, you are fucking sent into danger. In some cases, certain death. I mean, if you were storming the beaches of fucking Normandy and Utah Beach and Omaha Beach, you were running into fucking machine gun fire. I don't know how many people survived and how many died on fucking those beaches. You were running into certain fucking death, right? Vietnam, how many fucking Americans died? You know, here we are fighting a different war. We are fighting a fucking pandemic. More Americans have died during the fucking pandemic than died during World War II. Is that not fucking something to fucking think about? And all they are requiring is that you get a fucking vaccine. A fucking vaccine. Get fucking vaccinated. And then people will say, oh no, it's our own bodily autonomy. And they'll say, well, and they'll compare it with something like abortions, right? The reason why it's not the same is that, well, one, they are making the decision because if you are not vaccinated, well, okay, look at it from this perspective as well. There are some people in society that cannot get a vaccination, whether it's for religious reasons, whether it's for medical reasons, right? They cannot get a vaccination. So they are automatically at risk. Then there are people that are refusing to get a vaccination just because they don't want to, or they don't believe in it, or they don't whatever, right? That's not a good enough reason to not get a vaccine just because you don't believe in it. So you are essentially putting people that are at a higher risk of contracting and dying from the coronavirus, and those that cannot get it, you are putting them at a higher risk of contracting and dying from the coronavirus because they can't get the vaccine. That's not a good enough reason to not get the vaccine. The bodily autonomy, I'm saying it's my body, I can do with it what I want, and then comparing it to the abortion thing, and saying, well, why can people say with abortions, it's my body, I can do what I want? The difference is that there's no sort of aspect of it being contagious. You know, a woman getting an abortion isn't going to infect another 20 women and have them miscarriage or give them abortions, right? The only person she is potentially putting in danger is her, and obviously the fetus that is inside of her, right? So that's her bodily autonomy. But you are, by not getting a vaccination, putting other people at risk in not doing so. And by electing a government, you are giving them the right to in situations where there is extreme circumstances, to make these extreme decisions, just like in war times. This shouldn't be viewed in any other way than during a time of war. You know, I don't know, maybe it should be framed to Americans like that. I don't know if they get it or if they agree or not or whatever, but I don't know. So that's my 2 cents. Let's carry on.
Faith and trust in the people that are walking around in society for them to be adequately embarrassed enough to go home, wash their ass, and change their fucking pants in order to end up with a clean ass at the end of the day before they go to bed. So like, if you want to shit your pants in Walmart, go. But this ain't got shit to do with the Canadian truckers.
I respect it. The Canadian truckers want the mandates. They want the mandates.
No, they fucking don't.
They want the
if
mandates.
they did, then why would we have Canadian truckers that are vaccinated pushing back against these mandates?
Yeah, you can find a few people from any group to say or do anything.
So then why do we have people that are not even truckers
Why
that
do you
are
have only
vaccinated?
8,000? Why do you only have 8,000 people at your protest?
Why is it that you think that that's the only accurate number that supports the thing whenever we have already decided that the stat that you brought forward didn't encompass all Canadians?
What number do you have?
I don't have to have a number in order to poke a hole in your fucking number, right?
Here's
You
the
have to
numbers
have
that
a
I
number.
have, okay? Here's the numbers I have. There are over 300,000 truckers in Canada. You had 8,000 people, not just truckers, show up at your fucking dumbass protest. Nobody gives a fuck about it, least of all the fucking truckers. I think most of them are cool getting vaccinated, most of them cool are proving it, and then most of them cool are driving through the checkpoints. And that's
Yeah,
it,
but
'cause they don't want to die from fucking pants shitters shitting up their fucking security checkpoints.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is that your numbers is not the entire Canadian population. And while
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Because my numbers probably don't include all the fucking 14 and 13-year-olds that went to this fucking event. That is true, actually. You got me there, okay?
Look, here's the fact of the matter, right? Is that you want to point
Fact
to
of the matter, yeah, is that Linkin Park Meteora was the most common. Well, I guess that's not what the kids listen to anymore.
Yeah,
It's probably fucking Justin Bieber, okay?
Right, is that when you want to point to like 13 to 14-year-olds as the fucking extension of your statistics, right? The fact of the matter is that the Canadian population is way higher than what you think it is. It's somewhere around 800,000, which would constitute, right, approximately 1/3 or better, right, of the Canadian population being actual truckers, which would be absolutely ridiculous, which leads me to believe that the population has to be much higher than that, and that there would be much higher support for the truckers protesting against their own government, against the vaccine mandates by Justin Trudeau, which have served their purpose for the type of pandemic that we have seen, and that the only conclusion, right, to the pandemic now is the virus allowed to continue its fucking run through whatever fucking means it is going to do, right? It's going to make its run. There's nothing that we can actually do to stop it, right? And while it may be a good idea for individuals to still be maintaining their social distance and wearing their masks, which I would recommend, right, whenever you're going out in public, anybody listening to CTV's voice, I would recommend that you go do those things. The fact of the matter is, Destiny, right, the truckers who were revered as heroes of the Canadian government are now revered as villains because they were the ones that had the government turn on them instead of them being seen as the frankly essential workers that they still fucking are, and they deserve to be fucking listened to because it is those individuals specifically that keep not only that country but our country fucking running as too. Anybody that thinks that the truckers don't keep this truckers fucking running, this is missing the fucking point. Truckers keep this country running, not anybody else, not anybody in the FBI, CIA, DA. I don't give a fuck what 3-letter agency you name. Truckers keep this fucking country running.
Wait, why about the YMCA?
Fuck the YMCA when it comes to truckers keeping this country running.
Wow.
Destiny, do you want to respond to that?
I don't know if I can. I think he overwhelmed me with facts and logic. What's the next topic?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we can keep going on this, but if
we can keep repeating ourselves over and over again,
okay,
I guess.
then we can go on to the next topic, which is the drug war, or we can keep on going on this. What would you like, CTV?
Tell you what, Destiny. Here's the deal. I feel like for the last 50 years, the American government has perpetuated what I call and what others have colloquially called the drug war. Here in the United States, it has done nothing but to impoverish all families from all different races, religions, and backgrounds, and it has disproportionately affected those of minority backgrounds. Well, you and I have had a debate about this before in the past, where I pointed out that waronDrugs.net pointed out specifically that in Rinkelman, right, which was one of Nixon's aides, said specifically that they knew that the war on drugs was going to disproportionately affect Black people because of heroin and Mexican people because of marijuana. And you, at that time, did not understand that stat. I still have the clip on my channel. It's not one of those cloud chasing things. I actually, whether you believe it or not, I don't actually give a fuck about any of that, right? But what I do give a fuck about is like a level of knowledge and philosophical consistency. So perhaps maybe this is a great time to bring up the fact that the war on drugs, I feel like, has done nothing but increased the level of building in the prison industrial complex here in the United States. The prison industrial complex.
No, who the fuck are you talking to? Why do you ramble so much? You know what? I think you've convinced me. I actually
because you don't decide to fucking talk.
I want to change.
Whenever it's pertinent for you to fucking talk.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind. You've actually convinced me. I'm actually pro war on drugs. I think we need to have a stronger war on drugs. I think we didn't go far enough with abolition. You know what? If we were able to ban poker in the United States, I think we can ban drugs. Because let's be real here, okay? You're a fucking mess tonight, okay? You are an absolute mess. And you know what? You seem like a law-abiding, conservative citizen that wouldn't do anything a police officer would tell you not to. I think that people like you could be saved if drugs were illegal. If alcohol was illegal again, if drugs were illegal, how many people do you know that drink as much as you that aren't a fucking loser? Can you name one person right now?
You know what? I got
one.
I
didn't know one person.
I can.
You know,
so you didn't even give a chance to answer. You got to give a chance.
Wait. Wait, I'm a Law and Order moderator, and I've kept this on the rails for the entirety of this debate. Destiny, you asked him a question. You got to let him answer. You got to be fair here. CTV.
Well, I gave him a countdown. I don't want him to sit here and he's probably Wikipediaing like guys that drink a lot that aren't fucking losers.
For a second, I thought that was crack, CTV. Anyway, CTV, you want to go on?
Crack is the next step. You know what they say? Alcohol's a gateway drug right next to cigarettes and weed.
So look
at this guy. His fucking lungs are falling apart here. No wonder this guy is against coronavirus vaccines. The vaccine might fucking kill this dude. This guy's lungs barely work as is.
I've already had COVID, as a matter of fact. It was during the last Hippy Dippy Rumble where I performed phenomenally.
To be clear, he wasn't.
Right?
He didn't only have. He almost won.
The motherfucker.
To be clear, he had COVID.
Just to let everyone know, I have not had COVID yet. I live in South Africa, and surprisingly, South Africa's been quite responsible when it comes to COVID. Maybe it's a discussion for another day, but me and my brother did have it. My sister lives in Australia now. She hasn't had it, and her whole family hasn't had it. Me, my mother, my father, and my grandfather, who is now 91, he hasn't gotten it. But yeah, I'm one of the I don't know how many in the world haven't gotten it yet, but I have not had COVID yet. A lot of my friends have, but I have not.
And he was drunk, and he lost to actual Jake by only 5 votes after everyone else endorsed actual Jake.
Yeah, Pixel Smixel, that scheming fucking bitch.
Ah, no, no, you can't.
Scheming. She was scheming.
You can call her. You can say scheming. You just can't say that.
Because I'm gonna have to. Pixel Smixel myself.
No,
little woman, you scheming little woman.
Stop! No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
He's unhinged. Look at him. Look at what happened.
You can't do that.
You shit on women, and then you know what comes next. You beat women. CTV. That's what happens.
No.
That's what happens when you're on drugs. Cage match. Are we doing that here?
No, we're not doing that here. We're not doing that here.
We don't have the cage match feature. We got rid of that.
CTV is a feminist. Wait, I just want to be clear. Wait. I want to be clear. No, stop. I want to be clear. I want to be clear. No, stop.
Dylan, moderate.
Cage match.
Fucking do your job.
Stop.
What are you doing there for? Stop
Cage
it.
match,
What do you mean?
Stop.
What do you mean, Dylan? Heavyweights can't.
Mute him.
Heavyweights can't go cage match. Fuck that shit.
Stop. We're dragging it in for a second. I want to be clear. The CTV is called me a bitch. He's called other men a bitch. He calls everyone a bitch, and he's a feminist. I swear it. He is a feminist, and he calls everyone a bitch, and he is a man of another era. Continue.
So we've got brain falling apart, women hater. You survived COVID. What? I guess the lung cancer.
Is this a
killed
bad
the
time for me to
coronavirus in
mention
your
that
body?
this is sponsored by Surfshark VPN? Is this a bad time?
Surfshark VPN. Wow, what do you use that to log into Tor to buy your more hardcore drugs? Is that what you're doing over here? Is that what you're supporting that with?
Wow, I love it whenever Destiny. I gotta say, I gotta say, Dylan. Destiny, right?
Dylan, who are you even talking to? Joe Rogan. Defend your marijuana. Go ahead.
Now listen, what I wanted to say was, Destiny, I appreciate you actually going back at Dylan, right? That shit was funny as fuck. See, don't you feel like a dumbass now? Now! The fact of the matter is, Destiny!
Gotta make his way to the championship.
This war on drugs has been a big problem that's been perpetuated on the American people. It's allowed for the build of the prison industrial complex. And what it has allowed is smaller municipalities to justify seizing property in the name of the war on drugs. It's perpetuated and not only encouraged that fucking problem to where now we have asset forfeiture in our fucking governments to where they're incentivized in order to steal someone's property in order to make it their own because of a simple drug offense. Simply,
so we should just get rid of all laws since they're.
We should get rid of all drug laws, absolutely, because it's a violation of the Constitution. The last time that a substance was found against our Constitution, there was an amendment passed. It's called the 18th Amendment, where they prohibited alcohol, and then it was later repealed with the 21st Amendment, and that was to end the prohibition on alcohol. During that time, they passed the Volstead Act, which is what allowed for the enforcement of alcohol prohibition.
Okay, that is true.
But we don't have any constitutional amendment.
You got me.
for the
Wait. Hold on.
Stop. You're actually destroying my eardrums now. Please move the mic slightly away from your mouth and try not to just generally just
He's
yell.
unhinged. He's
Sorry, buddy. I'm trying. Look, but I'm not gonna stop until I finish this point. I'm not gonna finish this. I gotta
take
finish
another
this
huff of
point.
your crack pipe over there.
I will
old
take
man,
it
okay?
2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 more motherfucking
Honestly
huffs of this
hoping
crack
for,
pipe
like,
because
more
Biden's giving them out of free, apparently.
Don't actually say it's a crack pipe.
Why? What's wrong with that? He hates women. He
No, he
smokes
does.
crack.
Stop. See, Destiny.
He's unhinged. Look at this guy.
Destiny, don't get me wrong. It's all pink in the middle, bro. I don't discriminate along any racial lines. It's all pink in the middle.
Who is talking racial? What?
Exactly. It's all pink.
What just happened? What happened? Why is he? Who just removed? Did somebody just remove him? Are you sabotaging him, Destiny, because you're getting destroyed?
I don't have perms to do that.
Who removed him? I'm gonna check the logs.
Discord? Uh-oh. Somebody's in big trouble.
I actually don't know what happened there.
Somebody's in big trouble.
Did he just disconnect or what happened?
Discord kick? Are you
He probably is kicking his shit. Holy shit. You should actually call his wife.
He was actually, I think he was
okay.
kicked.
You might need somebody to go over there and check on her, make sure she's safe.
All right,
there you are. You're back. I don't know what happened.
Fucking rando Discord fucking kick.
I'm gonna assume. I know exactly who it was.
You gotta love these motherfuckers in Discord always trying to hold a fucking conservative back. Destiny, it's obvious to me that all the people on the fucking left that showed up for you tonight, including the motherfucking mods over at Discord, to try to shut this shit down tonight. But CTV will not be fucking stopped. The fact of the matter is that this whole fucking conversation is based around whether or not you support the prison industrial complex being perpetuated here in the
idiot.
United States
Just
because I
shut
gotta tell you,
up.
brother, it seems like one of the nastiest fucking thing that's ever been put on the American people besides this shit ass foreign policy that we've had for the last 100 fucking years.
CTV, I'm getting emails from Dare right now. They just want to take 30 seconds of this conversation and use it as their best anti-drug PSA that they've ever published in the history of all of fucking Dare ads, because you are just absolutely out of fucking control. You can use that argument for any fucking crime in the world. Why do we lock up murderers? Why do we lock up rapists? Oh, you want to support the prison industrial complex? That's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
What makes you think? I gotta ask.
Can you show me where in the Constitution does it say you are constitutional?
I tell you what, whenever I got a point, it's not gonna make me stop, right? So I gotta ask the question. I gotta ask the question. I'm not listening to anything else.
Crack in the Constitution.
I gotta ask you, Destiny, right? What makes you think that murder is anywhere comparable, right, to a drug substance? What makes you think that? What makes you think
people do drugs? They murder people. I'm telling you right.
Stop, please. I'm gonna have Destiny answer the question, okay?
Drugs lead to
I didn't even get to finish my question.
People murder each other. Where do most murders in the United States come from?
What do you mean drugs lead to murder?
Where do most murders in the United States come from? Where do most
Are you
murders in the United
shitting me? Do you think
wait.
This motherfucking sober?
Wait,
Are you fucking stupid right now?
I'm gonna mute you both. Please stop. Okay?
Discord.
Okay. So we gotta wrap it up. We're actually going towards the end.
Hold on, wait. Megan, answer my question.
Fine.
Where do most murders happen in the United States?
I'd say that most murders happen around major cities. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Who does the murdering?
What do you mean? I guess it depends on what stats are you looking.
No, it doesn't depend. No, it doesn't depend. That's an easy answer. That's an easy answer, CTV.
What's the easy answer?
What's
the easy answer?
And guess where gangs get the money? What do they buy and sell, CTV?
Discord.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I had to remember. I got dropped. I got. Nah.
Oh my God, he's stalling. Oh no.
No, not stalling. Right. I didn't hear what you said because I got dropped from the call a minute ago. Remember, because Discord and your fucking cronies were over there disconnecting me from the motherfucker, and then I had to put the screen back out from my chat to be able to see the call that was going on.
Jeez.
So I realized that like while your
3 clicks,
while your scope is completely limited, right? And you think that you're going to be able to shut corn like you were last fucking time that you actually defended the fucking championship. Facts of the matter is you got a whole different beast, right? That you're motherfucking facing right now. Look, Destiny, what was your fucking question?
Most of the murders in the United States happen from gang violence. Where do gangs get their money from? From buying and selling what? CTV?
Probably human trafficking, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's you think that's what they?
Yeah,
you think
as
in
a matter
Chicago,
of fact, I think
you
that the drug cartel has been doing way more human trafficking than they have motherfucking drug dealing in the fucking country. And I put it to you like this: whenever there's a motherfucking sign at a Virginia fucking rest stop, whenever they're warning me about human trafficking instead of fucking drug peddling, that tells me that at least the government of Virginia recognizes that human trafficking is a much bigger problem than drug trafficking inside the fucking country. So if you want to tell me where the fucking money is, it's probably because all of our young kids are getting kidnapped and taken across the fucking border. Okay, there's a bullshit about fucking drugs right now.
Is that MS-13 that's doing the kidnapping there? Or?
Sorry, fuck, I picked my nose.
No, it's movers and shakers. The Taliban, actually.
Actually,
They don't go by Taliban anymore. They go by the Al Qaeda.
Okay, so we're gonna go into ending statements. We had a fruitful debate today. I think we all learned a lot. Destiny, you want to start?
This was not fruitful.
This guy's a clown. He doesn't know what truckers want. He doesn't know what anybody wants. All he wants is another drink. I mean, that's what this guy's all about tonight. Drugs. It's not surprising here that discount dropout Joe Rogan wannabe would be here screaming and screeching about his right to smoke crack on stream while berating women and apparently minorities by saying that they're all pink on the inside.
No, he was not berating women.
That is a HH calling card. I've heard that come from alt-right communities.
We're pulling that in. He does not. He would not do that, and we are not going to say that that guy is doing that. CTV.
Tell you what, Destiny, nothing but respect. I appreciate you showing up here tonight. I appreciate you having the conversation. I appreciate you keeping it in the spirit of the hippy dippy, which is specifically blood sports, right? So I appreciate that. Lots of respect to you, and I appreciate the work that you do here around the community and facilitating and being a part of the debates that here are for the Twitch politics community. That's what I will say, right? So I guess for me, because I haven't looked into all of your history, but I've looked into part of it. The only question that I have as a personal thing, right, is
It's not over.
is CTV a part of DGG, and is Destiny a part of the Wolfpack? That's the only thing that matters to me, man, because I understand. I understand I understand specifically what this format is. I appreciate a good debate, and I saw your debate with Gavin McInnes, and frankly, I felt like it was way over the fucking line, what I would call good commentary and good debate. That's me being real to you. I'm not one of these other motherfuckers like Corn Shucker. Like, I watched you fucking destroy his ass, right? So that's the only question I got. Is CTV a part of DGG, and is Destiny a part of the Wolfpack? That's the only question I got for you.
Well, I guess we'll find out after the show, after the judges.
Outstanding.
Okay, so I am going to throw it over to the judges now. You guys can talk freely. I know you two are close friends.
I wouldn't say close friends, but I would say that I can definitely respect what Destiny does here for the Twitch politics community. It's obviously good for himself, but it's obviously good for the rest of the community and for everybody else trying to get involved in this space and become a streamer themselves, right? So that's what I will say, because I am a man of character. Go ahead.
Okay, we're getting the judges. We got one from celebrity guest judge Rantan. We're getting one from Danabo. We're waiting on one particular individual.
I don't know how you would even call this.
Just
debate.
waiting on them.
CTV just fucking screamed. Destiny brought up some points which weren't really answered. I mean, the point, and then he trolled him a bit.
Gotta say,
Fuck.
good show. It was entertaining, that's for sure. Okay, so for this one being a championship match, we had 5 judges instead of the usual 3. That is something we're doing differently.
5 judges? Jesus Christ.
5
You're
judges.
gonna have a fucking Supreme Court by the time you get
Yeah, we
Well,
are.
look, they've got to make sure they give as much leeway as they can to you, because let's be honest, I'm bringing the support of the people, okay?
Okay, so
You're not Rocky.
second. We're up to production value, except for this terrible music timing. There we go. So, we have a split decision.
How can it be split? We have 5 judges.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Are you
it.
shitting me? Are you shitting me? There's fucking 4 judges, and then there's a guy that probably hasn't decided because he's a fucking pussy.
Well-
Destiny, come on.
It's because 2 people voted one way and 3 people voted the other way. Therefore, a split decision, not a unanimous decision. Okay, so
Okay.
I got you.
there's a bunch of judges. We don't need to get into specifics, but you know, there's Real Ranton, Anarvor, and anyway, there's a bunch of people. Anyway, the new champion is CTV. Congratulations!
Unreal. What are these
Congratulations!
Like,
Who are these judges? We need to close this show down until we can figure out what the hell is going on.
Congratulations, the new hippie dippy champion, CTV!
Destiny, I appreciate you showing up tonight, but it's obvious that the people have spoken now at this point.
It's because I've been playing too much League, huh?
You know what? I don't even know what League of Legends is. That lets you know how relevant it is to the layman here in the United States. Okay, you're obviously far removed from the common man, right? And this is obviously what's done you in. Woo!
Thank you both for coming on. I know a few of you in chat seem to be confused about the result, but to me, I
like
think
dick riders.
it's clear. They do sound like dick riders, but don't worry. I have a special message for both Destiny and everyone in chat. I'd like to thank you both for coming on. Please stay tuned as that message is played. Thank you both for joining the Hippy Dippy Championship. Former champion, Destiny. Okay, this is the time where I do this. Congratulations, CTV. Pleasure doing business with you. We protected the business, didn't we? You have a good one. I gotta play the message. I protected the business. This wasn't easy, Destiny. This wasn't easy at all. You put me in an extremely difficult position today. 1 year ago today, I lost my home and this company got me back on my feet. That's why I'm living in this shitty piece of shit apartment right now. But this apartment is something that I built and got with my own 2 hands through my labor. And I need to protect that. And that's what just happened. I protected my industry. I protected my company. I have to pay people salaries, their jobs. Mr. Geek, Danabo, Lanuski, my editors, the staff to put the show together, they rely on me and on this company, HDC Hippy Dippy Championship, for their paychecks. And I gotta think about them. And I need to think about the people who have been loyal to my brand since the start. And CTV has been loyal to this brand and to this community, unlike you, Destiny. Have you thought about how your antics have affected the people around you? Your discourse on just topic after topic that makes our community look like shit and pushes people away who used to be bastions of our community, growing and making themselves a career out of political Twitch, and you push them away out of your disgusting antics and your disgusting discourses that make us look god awful. Whether you're debating your best friend on the N-word or debating about rape, it's making our community look terrible. And that's what I need to think about. What this company needs to succeed. And it doesn't need somebody making us look god awful and going from PR disaster to PR disaster. Twitch was right to take your partnership away. Now I just took your fucking belt away. But my judges were fair and unbalanced in their decision. They saw CTV for the champion he is, a people's champion. And I'm proud of a man who stood with this company for over a year, good times and bad, through boycotts and protests. You, Destiny, have fallen from grace. You went from taking down Nick Fuentes and JonTron to polishing Lauren Southern's fucking boots. God awful. But maybe you've always been like this, Destiny. Maybe you've always motherfucker.
Fuck you, piece of shit. Do you think that chicken fried fuck actually won that debate? You son of a bitch. I swear to God, if I hear you talk that kind of shit over Steven Destiny Bonnell II, that motherfucker built this platform. You fucks sitting out there, all of you back home, you listen to me. You keep your fucking hand off this goddamn microphone. You listen to me. Destiny built this space, and y'all love him when he's doing his logic shit, his rational shit, where he's saying the things that you didn't have the balls to say until he turns against the people you like. Isn't that it, little fuck? Yeah, no, you go fuck yourself. At the end of the day, Destiny is going to be the debate king. He might say some cringe shit. He might go off on some topics that we probably don't want to hear him talking about. But at the end of the day, that's the motherfucker that's going to keep shit balanced. It's going to keep people in check. Hey, I'm sorry. That was a fucking loss. Go fuck yourself. If I hear you talking shit about Destiny like that again, I will beat your Lego head so hard it'll never fit in another spot again.
Get the commissioner!
I've been doing this for a year, yo.
What happened? Balls drop off.
I've been doing this for over a year.
I guess I don't know how to feel about that. It wasn't as good as I thought. Fuck me, it was just loud and annoying. CTV is just, I don't know, I can see him on panels quite a lot. And he usually, I don't know, I suppose he's not intelligent enough to add a lot to them. But, shit, that was fucking more annoying than anything else. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Let's see what else we can find. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna stop the stream. And I will be back.